Urban Decay Smoky palette. So earlier this week, a very sweet subscriber asked me to do a first impressions on the palette, and I was like, girl, yes. You can get this palette, obviously Ulta, Sephora, Ulta.com, Sephora.com, and probably UrbanDecay.com as well. Well, of course you can get it there. It retails at $54. Comes with 12 different shadows and a brush. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys a close-up of the palette. So this is what the palette looks like close up. It's a kind of thick square plastic palette. I love the way they packaged this, this one. It's got like a smoky background and everything. I just love it. And then the back is translucent or transparent, and I love that about it too. So as you open up the palette, it is magnetic, which I love that they added that in. I just feel like it's a lot more sturdier. So you open it up. Ah, there we are. I'm not gonna blind y'all, but this is the palette with all these shades in it. So it has 12 shades, 12 beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shades. They're very, very pigmented, very buttery, as Urban Decay shadows are. I would have to say these two down here, the more dark matte shades are a little bit dry when you swatch them. But they go on beautifully with a brush. So these are all the shadows swatched on clean skin, no primer, no nothing, just bare. I'm going to go ahead and go from right to left, just naming off each of the shadows. So this one over here, that is called 13, and that is a really pretty kind of off-white shade. It's so pretty putting it on the brow bone and inner corner. It doesn't show up very well on my skin because I am super, super pale. So the next shade I have is called Combust, and it is a beautiful transition shade. I feel like it works a little bit better for fair skin, but it is a beautiful, beautiful transition shade. This next one is called Whiskey. So like I said, I feel like some of the darker matte shades are just a tad bit dry when you swatch them. So that's one thing I wish that they would have added, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more butteriness. So this next one here is called Password. This one's kind of a medium gray color. It looks kind of brown on the camera, but it actually is like a true matte gray. This next one is called Smolder. This one is Black Market. You've got Dagger, Slanted, Armor. Armor is my favorite color out of the whole palette. I love this shade. It's so freaking beautiful. Then you've got Radar. And then you have Dirty Sweet, which is kind of a goldeny, coppery shade. And then you've got High, which is an absolutely gorgeous pinky nude color. It's beautiful. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the brush. So this is the brush that comes with the Smoky palette. So on this side, you've got like a more stubby kind of pencil brush, which I think is perfect for blending out those dark shades underneath the eye as well on the lash line. And then you've got this side over here, which is kind of a fluffy blending brush, which I think is really smart. So these brushes are really soft. They really take to the eye really, really well. One thing I would have to say, if you are a beginner or you're still trying to build your brush collection, you don't have that many brushes, you will need some more brushes to get a smoky eye. I wouldn't say you can use this brush alone to achieve a smoky eye. Especially the ones that are in the pamphlet, you're gonna need some more brushes other than this one. But if you have already some brushes you have on hand, this is a great brush to add to your collection. So kind of giving you guys my all-around thoughts about the palette. I think it's an amazing palette. I think it's really good. Even if you do already have the Naked 1, 2, and 3, I feel like this is such a different palette. It adds so much to a collection. It is so beautiful. All of these shades, I feel like you could get a really awesome smoky eye, but as well as an everyday, simple, natural eye too, because it gives you the options of these shades down here. You've got Whiskey, Combust 13, High, and Dirty Sweet, as well as Radar, which can transform your eye into a really nice natural eye. But you've also got the choice of doing a really deep, dark, smoky eye. So I think that this would be a really great palette for pretty much anyone. It's got so much versatility. The shadows are really, really great. I do have to say one thing about one of the shadows, Smolder here, if you can see that. It's supposed to be, well, in the pan, it looks like a very deep plum purple. I was really disappointed when I put this on my eye because it came out gray. It didn't look purple at all. You couldn't tell it was purple. It looked like a very deep charcoal gray, and that's one thing I was disappointed. You can get so many looks out of this. I feel like if you were to travel anywhere, this would probably be the only palette that you would need just because of these color selection. You can get so many looks out of this. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. It's a great palette, and I think that people should really own this because you can do so much with it. But if you want to see more reviews or anything like that, let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you have watched this far, you got me, girl. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.